Hello, welcome back to another vlog, or welcome if you are new here. My name is Hannah, and if you are new here, you might not know that I am a small business owner here in central Montana, and I own a graphic and web design company along with a full-service print and embroidery shop. I also love to crochet, and I have a little gift shop here in town where I sell all of my makes as well as other goods. And I just bring you guys along for my day to day. So if that is something that interests you, please hit the subscribe button. Or if you are a regular watcher, make sure you are subscribed as well. I had somebody comment last week who comments all the time, and she said, oh my gosh, I didn't realize I wasn't subscribed. And so she did that, which is great. But I also am expecting my first baby here very shortly. It feels like the days are ticking down very fast. So I've been doing some nesting. We've been just prepping for baby, both business-wise and at home. So like I said, I just bring you guys along and I think we have fun. This morning we are at the headquarters. I have an order that needs to be fulfilled, quite a bit of computer work. We have some vinyl to cut, and I also have an exciting box to open that I actually got yesterday, but I was so swamped yesterday with one project. One of my regular clients called me yesterday, so today's Tuesday. He called me yesterday in a panic that this camp that he's putting on, like a football camp, it's been going through all these changes and they needed all of this stuff done yesterday because he was leaving today. So we worked on it all day yesterday. I'll kind of show you what we were working on. So that was kind of a rat race. I just literally sat at my computer and did that all day long. But all that to say is I got this box yesterday and I kind of peeked inside of it, but I wanted to wait until I was with you guys to open it together and show you what all is in there. So I'm very excited about that. But I'm going to start off. We have one order to fulfill with the most gorgeous blanket. I absolutely love this pattern. If I was having a girl, I would have kept this. I just adore it. So this is headed down to Kansas actually. So I'm going to get this packaged up. And then I also am going to throw some vinyl on the vinyl cutter quickly so that my high school gal can weed that while she's here today. So let's just jump right in. While my vinyl cutter is cutting, we are going to open the box. So this is from Willamere Stitchery. It is so cutely packaged up. And let's open her up. This is so cute. Okay, this is from Tanya, or is it Tanya or Tanya? I always say Tanya. Oh, hopefully I'm not butchering your name. She has adorable cards. I will be sure to link, whoa. I'll be sure to link her information below. She did write a note that her website is currently under construction, but she has a lot on her social media. Okay, this is so cute. Now these, you guys know that I was in the market for these. They are the clothes hangers for, like clothes hanger dividers for your closet, so you can figure out what sizes are what. They're packaged up so cute. I think each one has a different, this packaging is so cute I don't even want to open it. So they each have a different little animal on them. How cute. adorable. So they go from from newborn to 18 to 24 months. So that is amazing. I'm very excited about these because I was not going to purchase this set. I was just going to use like a little pegboard, or not a pegboard, what do you call it? Like a letter board for the month pictures. Oh my gosh, so cute. So there's like a little hello world, and then, girl, what are you doing? Hey. Oh, your pig. There you go. Ger's pig was stuck. I had to help her. And then each of the months. So these are adorable. I'll be sure to use those. This is another thing I was not going to buy just because I thought, I don't know, I just thought, well, I have his little name sign, and I don't know, like I'm not planning to share a bunch of his information on social media, but these will be so cute just for us and for a little keepsake. It's the little hello world, and you write all of their birth weight and everything on there. So cute. This last thing I am not going to show you right now. It is adorable, but I'm not going to show you until everybody knows his name. It is so cute. I will be sure to show you when the time is right. So Tanya, thank you so much. All of this stuff is adorable, and all of it is stuff that I either wanted or, well, it's all stuff that I wanted and stuff that I possibly wasn't going to purchase for myself. And these are seriously amazing. So like I said, Willamere Stitchery. I will link all of her information below. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And also your packaging and everything is adorable. Another thing that I need to get accomplished today is ordering some pillow inserts. I have 2 of these pillows that say blessed done. I got them done over the weekend. And yesterday I thought I would throw the pillow inserts in them quickly, but I realized I was out of that size that I needed. So I need to get more of those ordered. And then I was kind of just looking at my other stash of pillows and kind of realizing that I needed quite a few sizes just because of our stockpile, you know. We're just trying to get as much stuff done as possible before little man arrives. So somebody had messaged me on Instagram and was saying, oh, she was asking if I would ever make like pink pumpkins or pink Christmas stuff. And she was loving the videos and the stockpile. And I said, by the time this baby comes, we are all going to be so sick of the word stockpile. Like, you guys probably are going to stop watching me just because of the word stockpile. Like, it could be turned into a drinking game at this point. But I'm going to just set these aside. I love how they turned out with this ivory and blue. I think it's gorgeous, but I need to get more of those ordered. Whenever I'm filming, I swear it is a great thing to just like hit the ground running, get things productive. Like, nothing helps my productivity more than you guys, I swear. But I just finished cutting this vinyl, and we're doing this a little bit differently. Usually we would take away the excess so the K is still there, but this guy is using these as a stencil, and he's going to, he owns like an auto body shop, and he's using them as a stencil to then like spray paint onto the sign. So I'm gonna leave this for Kinsey to do later and weed the rest of everything, but I wanted to make sure that I need to actually make a note to tell her this, because we had a miscommunication in last week's vlog. Not a problem at all, but it was all my fault, but that this is what I want her to do. So I'm gonna set these aside. I love this color of vinyl. I did not purchase this color of vinyl. It just came with when I bought the business, and I never ever use it, so I just used it up like scrap vinyl basically, but it's a gorgeous color. It feels kind of sad that it's just gonna get painted on and then ripped off and thrown away. So here is what I was working on yesterday for the guy I was helping for his camps. This is, they had to change the location of their camp very last minute, and he also was not really in love with the t-shirt design that a different company had come up with. So he said, I told him that you could do it. I said, okay, I can do it. We'll get it done today. So it was kind of a rush, but we got it done and it turned out amazing. This is what the t-shirt design is going to be. As I mentioned, the location and everything for the camp was changing, so we also had to update the website to reflect the new college, the new everything. So we did that, and now I need to update this brochure. So it should be pretty quick, but I've got to get it done right now. Good morning, you guys. I accidentally left you hanging completely, just said see you later after I said that you guys were good for helping me stay productive. I never spoke to you again. I ended up being kind of sucked into the computer again. I was helping with the Capital City football camp. We had some more stuff that needed to get done on the computer as far as the registrations and everything went, so I ended up working on that for a good chunk of yesterday. And then I also got a couple of wholesale orders placed, so I'm very excited for that stuff to come, and of course when it does I will show you. And what else did I do? That was kind of it. And then at right at 4:30 Cole was headed to Hobson. Sorry, my dentist was calling. I was supposed to be going to Great Falls today for a teeth cleaning, but she just called and said that the hygienist called in sick for the day, so I got rescheduled, which is fine with me. It actually got rescheduled to next week when I already have to go to Great Falls for a baby appointment, so that is a win, because as it was, I was going last week, I was going this week, and I was going next week, so all is well, fine by me. And I don't really want to go to the dentist. This is what happens. They say, wow, you have great teeth. Your teeth are beautiful. They are, you can tell you take great care of your teeth. However, you have 3,000 cavities. That's what happens every single time without fail. But what I was saying is that after I got my wholesale stuff ordered, Cole called me and he was driving to Hobson to pick up some stuff for calves, and I said, I'll just ride along with you, might as well. So we did that. It was only about 20 minutes there and 20 minutes back, but it was fun just to go and catch up on the day and whatever. So we did that, and then kind of just hung out for the rest of the night. Our new crib got delivered yesterday, so I'm very excited to get that built. I think that's gonna be a project for this weekend. And that's the rundown. I just put the transfer tape on this vinyl. This is the stuff that the guy is using as a stencil, and I think it is gonna work for him great. I was having a heck of a time with the transfer tape. It was getting all wrinkled and weird, and which is just annoying. Sometimes it does and sometimes it doesn't. Which normally I just don't care because it's me installing the vinyl and I can deal with it and it's whatever. But if I'm sending it to somebody else to use, I don't want them to think that I don't know how to do my job. So I had to take forever to get it to look really good, but we got it done. Now I need to sit down, do a few things on the computer, and then since we don't have to go to Great Falls today, we can get a lot more done than I was originally planning. We have a little bit of embroidery to do. We got to make some returns. We got to do kind of a little bit of everything. So I'm going to do some computer stuff and then I will see you in a bit. Okay, I've been very productive since I last spoke to you, thank goodness, because I have a lot to get done, and I can't say as I've really been feeling all that productive work-wise this week, but we're flipping that around. So I did a few computer things, one of which was taking a new website live to the public. So this company had a website with somebody else. They were not happy with the service of the other guy, and so they had heard about me through the grapevine, which is always great, and we had transferred their website over to me, but then They're also undergoing a name change, and they just like wanted to revamp this site completely. They weren't even happy with how the old one looked. So we rebuilt the site, and just this morning I got the okay from her to take it live. So let me flip you around and I'll show you. I think I showed you when we were like in progress with it, and it hasn't really changed much, but let me turn you around. So here is the site that we just finished. It's pretty simple, but I think it's very classy looking. It's got very simple pages, but it has all the information that they could possibly need. And yeah, I think it's all good to go. So that was a great thing to have checked off the list. I need to make all of my little graphics for social media so I can post about it and keep on my social media train. I have not scheduled social media stuff. I don't think I was talking about it this week, but I was talking about it last week, trying to be better about posting on social media. And I have a whole bunch of drafts of stuff that I started editing and writing captions for and stuff, but I still need to schedule them. But it's a work in progress. I'm making progress, so that's all that counts. But I need to do that for this because I have been extremely bad about posting any websites that I'm doing. So that was one thing that I did. And then for the guy that got that vinyl, he also is interested in hats. So let me flip you around again. He wanted to do hats, so he had the idea of just using a paint spray gun with his name. And so I worked this up quickly, very simple. And then I also worked up a mock-up of what the hats could look like just to give him a visual. So I sent that stuff off and waiting to hear back from him on that. And I'm taking a quick break from computer work, and I'm going to do some embroidery on just one hat. Fingers crossed that it goes well because I only have one hat of this color and I don't want to have to reorder, but if something goes awry, that's just the way it goes. So we are putting this logo on it for Jennifer. If you watched last week's vlog, you saw us printing these and they turned out amazing, but she also ordered a hat and I just got the hat blank in. So I want to get this done so I can get this stuff out into the mail for her so she can start wearing it ASAP, and I will report back how it goes. Keep your fingers crossed. It turned out amazing, but I'm going to quickly do the cleanup work on it before I show you so you get the full effect. Drum roll, please. Here is how it turned out. I think it looks incredible. This circular logo was giving me PTSD to the very, very first ever hats that I made. It was some guy wanted these hats that said, he was a Bobcat fan, and so he wanted these hats that said Guck the Frizz, which, whatever, not my deal. So and it was a circular logo like this, and it had like a background, and it was not super complicated, but like I said, it was the first one I had ever tried to embroider on a hat, and it kept messing up. Like the background was going outside the border, like it looked terrible. I wasted so many hats. I thought, oh my gosh, this hat embroidery is not for me. Like, I'm never embroidering a hat ever again. I was so discouraged. And then I did some looking around and I had it redigitized by a different person, the logo. And that was the whole problem all along. It was incorrectly digitized. And I thought I was doing something wrong, but I wasn't. And now hats are my absolute favorite thing to make. So thank God for a happy ending, but that is what this logo was making me think of. But I'm so happy with how it turned out. I need to message Jennifer and get her mailing address, and we'll get these things out in the mail. I'm so excited for her to get her hands on these. And I just saw on YouTube that she had commented, and she loves the sweatshirts and the long sleeve shirts, so that is amazing. Like I said, I can't wait for her to get her hands on the real deal. While the hat was embroidering, I've been working on a vinyl estimate that I really hope the gal wants to move forward with. It's going to be so cute. So let me turn you around. It's for a flower shop. The gal that owns the flower shop in Chinook has opened a second location, and her building has, it's like the outside walls are just windows, and she had the idea of putting like rows of flowers along the bottoms, which I think is so cute. So I got the design set up and she likes it, and now I was just working on the estimate for them, so I'll show you quickly what we're doing, or hopefully doing. This is not the best picture, but this is her building right here. So as you can see, these 5 windows and then these 2 on the sides. So what we're planning to do, hopefully, is these little floral wildflower things all along the entire bottom of the windows. So like all along the bottom. Wouldn't that be the cutest ever? Keep your fingers crossed we do it. I gotta finalize the estimate and send that off to her, and I will see what she says. I'm just doing a little bit of billing now. I just sent off the estimate and stuff, so fingers crossed that we go ahead with that. But I'm so excited because my mom is painting. A few vlogs back I had talked about this little wicker bookshelf that I got for $2 for the baby's room, and mom had brought it back from Arizona and she's painting it for me right now, which is just best ever. The past couple of projects that I've had, she's painted for me. That was the baby's dresser, and then now this. She said, and I believe her because I've seen the paint color in person, it's looking like more of a dull gray than it really is, but it is turning out so cute. I cannot wait to get it in his room and put some toys and books and whatever on it. I think it's going to work perfectly. It is a very big day. I have officially used the entirety of this notebook. My mom gave me this notebook, which I think is so cute, and I don't know what it was about it, but I just loved it. It's like the perfect notebook. I actually tried to order them again for the shop and see if the company had like other designs as well, but I don't think they're making these anymore, which is devastating. But I also know myself, and I do like to get new things, so maybe I would have been bored of having the same one again. But that means we need to pick out a new notebook, and I have some really cute ones in the shop right now, and I need to decide what I want. I do have a bit of a dilemma because I absolutely adore these strawberry notebooks, but I think for what I've been using it for, I've been like using it if I'm doing estimates or taking notes of a project or something. I've been putting it all in this notebook, and I think I would prefer a spiral to this stitch bound, so I'm not going to pick this one, but it's heartbreaking because it's so cute. I do have some very cute spiral notebooks though, so all is not lost. I have this one, So Full of Sunshine. However, I've used one like this before and I loved it, but I want to do something different. So this leaves me with 3 options. This one I think is so cute. It says good things take time, but it is a hardcover hardback, and I think I would prefer soft. I don't know why, but maybe that's because that's what this one is and I enjoyed it, so I'm not going to use this one, which leaves us with 2 options. We have this one that says current mood, and we have this one that says organized chaos. I would usually go for the color of this one. However, I like the organized chaos on this one, and also I do like the blue. I'm kind of in my blue era since finding out we're having a boy. Like, obviously I'm still using pink everything because that's just the way that I am, but I have been enjoying the blue, so I think we're just gonna go for it. We're gonna give this one a try. I think it's gonna work great. It's gonna last me forever because it's like twice the size of this one. So that's when I've been like patiently waiting to use this all up so I can pick a new notebook. This is the one we're going with. I do have more of these in stock if you are also looking for a way to organize your chaos. This is what I mean when I tell you guys that I am in my blue era. And also Instagram literally targets me so flawlessly with their ads. It's unbelievable. But like 2 or 3 weeks ago on my Instagram, I was just like going through stories and these Birkenstocks popped up. I'm obsessed with them. I've been looking at them nonstop. I will not be purchasing because that is like literally, for one, it's not a need. And for two, not like a smart financial decision to buy a pair of sandals, $150 sandals, mind you, when you're like getting ready to have a baby. Okay, like it's just like so not necessary. So I will probably be, if they're still available, adding these to my birthday wish list. So cute. But anyways, that's totally random. I have created my first thing of my new notebook. I also created a list for tomorrow, so I kind of have a sense of direction when I get here. And I need to stick to the list because today I did end up getting quite a few things done that were on my list actually, so I'm feeling not bad. But this morning I was like kind of getting things done from my list, kind of not. So tomorrow I will be set for success. We have embroidery to do, we have website stuff to do, we have... what else do we have to do? I just made this list and I'm already forgetting. That's why you need a list. We have to make some returns. We have, I don't know, just like a little bit of everything. So I have a busy day tomorrow. Hopefully we'll get a lot done. It is time for me to go home now. I don't know why I keep doing this with my hands. Like this is my new thing. But I'm gonna head home and now I'm feeling self-conscious about my hands. I'm gonna head home. I gotta run out and take care of one of my friend's dogs. The high school basketball team, the girls basketball team, made it to state and she is one of the coaches. So I am taking care of their dogs while they are gone for the weekend. So tonight is the first night that I need to do that. So I have reminders set on my phone because I cannot be trusted to remember literally one singular thing at this point in my life. And I'm gonna do that, take Gur for a walk. I think that Cole has been swamped out at the ranch. He's got calves, he's got the feedlot calves that he's feeding, he's got their own calves to be calving. He also has a bunch of cows and heifers that he is custom calving for people. So he is very, very busy out there, which is obviously great, but that means that he's not really in the mood to cook when he gets home. And also he's been getting home like fairly late. So I've been trying my best to have dinner in progress when he is home. And if you guys know me at all, you know that is like so not. Cole does almost all of our cooking, which is literally the best thing to ever happen to me. However, I am trying to take the reins. Last week we had pork chops. I've been on a pork chop kick, but I feel like we can't have them again. We've been having pork chops so much with like baked potatoes and a vegetable, and it's been so yummy. Then over the weekend, I actually made corned beef and cabbage, even though it's not St. Patrick's Day yet. Don't worry, we have another corned beef and cabbage to have on St. Patrick's Day because we both love them. And if I'm being completely honest, I'll probably get another one next week when I'm in town just to have again. They're just so good. Usually we just freeze them and then whenever we feel like it, we'll have one. So, but I don't know what we're gonna have tonight. I have some ground burger thawed out, some ground beef, and I like really have no clue what to do with it. Maybe I'll look in the pantry, see what we've got. One thing I am not good at is like looking at ingredients without like not having a recipe, just looking in the cupboard of what we have for ingredients and making something. I'm not good at that at all. Cole is really good at that. Like he could literally open the pantry and there would be like a can of rocks and some like tannerite and something else, and he'd make a 5-star meal. Okay, it's unbelievable. Me, I do not have that talent, so we gotta figure something out. And I would kind of like to try to not have to go to the grocery store, because it feels like we should have stuff in the house that I could make something with. So anyways, I'm literally just wasting time blabbing on, and you're probably not even interested in what I have to say. So I'm gonna go home. I'm also gonna work on a pumpkin pillow tonight. I think, a Hey Pumpkin pillow. And that is that for today. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Here's the update that literally not a single person asked for. We're having taco salad for dinner, which we've also been having that quite a bit, but we both love it, so it's fine. Good morning, you guys. As you saw, we had the most gorgeous sunrise this morning, and that was about the only thing nice about today. We have the most miserable wind ever. Like sustained 50 miles an hour with gusts up to 70 miles an hour. It's miserable. I can't even imagine how wind-beaten and exhausted and in not the best mood Cole will be tonight, and I will not blame him one bit. I'm in a bad mood about it, and I don't even have to be out working in it. It is so nasty. Cole got a page. He's on like the volunteer he's on the volunteer fire department. And he got a page that there was a semi blown over, and there was a semi blown over outside of Great Falls, and there was a pickup and trailer that had been blown off the road, and I don't even know why people are out driving in this, honestly. I had to drive out to take care of my friend's dogs. I had to go like maybe a half mile on the highway, and even in just my regular car, I did not really feel that safe. It was crazy. Hopefully it's supposed to be dying down later today. And then tomorrow we're supposed to get like 7 inches of snow and like 5 inches of snow the next day. So we'll see what transpires from that. Hopefully it's not this windy while we're also getting the snow, or it's going to be really a mess. More of a mess than it will already be with a foot of snow. So anyways, all that to say is that all the embroidery that I thought I was going to get done today is not happening. The power has been blinking on and off since about 1 o'clock this morning. And so that's out the window. That also means that we'll just be able to get done as much computer work as we can. We'll try, but when the internet is blinking off and on with the power, it's extremely hard to get things done that way as well. So we'll just see. If all else fails, I can crochet still, so that's a win. And we probably will be crocheting at some point later, because if I can get all my computer stuff done, and since we won't be embroidering, I'll have crochet stuff to do regardless. But that was like a long intro for the day. Actually, this morning, Ger and I went out on our walk, which was terrible, and we would be like walking along, and then you'd go in like an intersection of the roads, like the streets, and the wind would literally, both of us, we would just be like, boom. And Ger's looking at me like, what's happening? I'm like, I don't know. I got the leash on you though, so if you start blowing away, I'll be able to get you down. And then the dogs that I'm taking care of for my friend, they have one border collie, and then they have a schnauzer and a wiener dog. And the 2 little dogs, seriously, were actually like struggling to walk. I thought, just what I need, the dogs to blow away on my watch. That would be my luck. So anyways, for first thing this morning, we are getting a few things ready to mail out. I just packaged up Jennifer's shirts and hats. I got some pictures of them taken as well. I also have another blanket order to get out in the mail. I think this one is adorable. This one is actually one that my Grammy has gotten for somebody, and she just told me to pick one out, so hopefully she likes it. Sometimes ones that I think are really cute, she's not so keen on, but I think she'll like this one. And what else? Oh, I also have to get a Carhartt return ready to go because I accidentally ordered the wrong colors of sweatshirts, so, but they couldn't like cancel my order, so I have to just return it. So I gotta get that done as well. So I'm gonna get these things packaged up and then, I don't know. Every time the power goes off and on, it's it's printing these receipts. Yeah, I wasn't lying when I said our power's been blinking off a million times. Actually, I had a fairly productive day, despite the fact that I can't do any of the embroidery or anything that I've been planning to do. I had a ton of computer stuff to do, just like answering emails, billing, different things like that. Nothing really that exciting to show you guys, so that's unfortunate. But thankfully the wind is dying down, so that's like not so nerve-wracking. Cole and I went to lunch. He just called me and said, do you have any plans for lunch? I'm like, nope, not a single one. So he picked me up and we went down to the deli and had a little day date, which was fun. And he was in surprisingly good spirits for how the weather was this morning, so that was good. And I think he was able to be in for a majority of the rest of the day and just kind of watch cows and wait for stuff to calve, so that is good. I'm happy for him on that. And now I think the weather is fine enough for me to turn on my embroidery machines, but I'm not going to. I am going to crochet for a while. I worked on this Hey Pumpkin pillow last night and I have just a few rows left on the front of it, and then I am going to get started on the back. And we're just gonna have an enjoyable rest of the day crocheting. It's already 3 o'clock, so we really don't have that much of the day left, which is hard to believe. It's gone very quickly. I also am so excited and having so much fun because both of I've told you guys that I'm having 2 baby showers, which is amazing. And all of the invitations for them have been sent out, and so I've been getting notifications that people are getting stuff off of my registry, which is so fun. I do have the option to like reveal who's buying what, but I'm not doing that because I do like to be a little bit surprised. But I can see like what's been purchased. I haven't really been watching because like I said, I want to be surprised, but sometimes when I go on there to add something or whatever, I'll see that something's been purchased. And I'm just so excited. Getting stuff on your baby registry is 100,000 times more fun than your wedding registry. And I thought the wedding registry was great too. But I don't know, it's just such a exciting time. Even like your wedding is obviously so exciting too, but the baby just seems like such a giant life shift. So I can hardly wait for the showers to come and just kind of know what we have, know what we still need to get, and then I'll be feeling even more prepared for baby. I'm feeling pretty good, but I'm also feeling like, wow, the weeks are going by very quickly and he will be here before we know it. I just remembered one more thing while I was working away on this. I can't remember, I don't think I've mentioned this before, but pretty often I get you guys asking about where I get these different patterns, and as you know, some of them I make myself and some of them I purchase from other pattern makers. And so I have done my best to go on to my Shop My and link where all the different patterns are from. A lot of them are from one same designer gal, but I have tried my best to link them all, and I'll leave that below in the description so you can check that out if you are a fellow crocheter and would like to see where I'm getting these patterns. Now I'm just doing random stuff. I'm still crocheting, but I keep forgetting that I've been wanting to order these garlands, these floral garlands for hanging in my windows after St. Patrick's Day. And I've been kind of scouring Amazon to see what I can find, and I think I am going to give these a try. This is what they are looking like, and I think they'll be really cute. They won't go all the way down that big window, but that's okay. I don't think they will anyways. Let's see, they are 6 feet, so they'll go far enough. I'm going to order them up. It says they will be here next Wednesday, so that would be nice. And we'll just give it a whirl. I think it'll be cute. Last year I had paper ones, and they were really cute. They were just like flat paper, like kind of little retro-y flowers. Actually very similar to flowers to that pink floral blanket I was showing you earlier. But they got very sun faded in the windows and they did not look very good anymore, so I tossed them. So it'll probably be in next week's vlog that we see these, and keep your fingers crossed that they are good. There's another color that I like as well. It's more pinky, but they're quite a bit more expensive. I don't know why. They're the same thing, just a different color. But I also think that this color will complement the colors of the florals that they put around town a little bit better, so that will work also. I'll keep you apprised of the situation. I came home, Ger and I went on our walk, and then I was just headed out to go take care of my friend's dogs, and I remembered that tomorrow's Friday, and I have not put any garbage in the garbage can for the garbage guys tomorrow. And we are supposed to be getting a ton of snow, and I do not want to be doing that. So before I head out to the dogs, I am going to go put some garbage in the garbage can. And let me just tell you, if my garbage can is even anywhere near the vicinity of the headquarters, it will be an absolute miracle, because one, the bungee cord that connects it to the light pole so it doesn't blow away is out of commission. It's missing one of its hooks, and I keep forgetting to get one. I think they had it laying down on the ground, but I'm sure it's probably literally in Minnesota by now. Who knows? So I need to go track it down first, and then we'll put the garbage in. Fingers crossed. It's like the ultimate walk of shame when you have to go get your garbage can from like a block and a half away. Great news. It's not so bad. It's only like one light pole away. Somebody must have stuck it here for me. How nice. It turns out it was actually worse than I thought. That was not my garbage. I could tell because there was no bird poop on top of it. And mine is covered in bird poop. And it was all the way down here, like 2 blocks down, behind the bar. And it's like a graveyard of garbage cans back there. There's like 4 garbage cans. And one of them was mine. And then I was like, I tried to put it in the back of my car, but with Ger's crate, it wouldn't fit in there. So then I was walking it back, and so she's like the neighbor, but she's like across the alleyway in the back. She was like meeting me halfway. She's like, I'll take it back and you can go get your car. I'm like, I hope you didn't just watch me try to put that in the back of my car and fail miserably. So embarrassing. It shouldn't be embarrassing, but it is. So now I gotta go get the garbage. What an ordeal. And I have got to get a new bungee cord strap. What do you think, Josie girl? Oh, you're crazy. Yeah, you're crazy too. You're pretty cute though. I fear we are in for it with the weather forecast, because so far they have been dead on with what they've been saying. And tomorrow it says we're supposed to get 9 inches and then 6 inches on Saturday now. So I guess we'll see. Good morning, you guys. We are back at the headquarters. We are getting a lot of snow, as you saw. Luckily, it's like not a bad day. It's just really snowy. It's not cold or windy or anything. I mean, it's chilly, but not bad. Just a lot of snow, and it's supposed to keep going until tomorrow night. So I'll be very interested to see how much we actually end up with. It's going to be a lot. And then the craziest part is like end of next week, we're supposed to be in the 70s. So hopefully it doesn't warm up too quickly. We will be in for it with water. But we have quite a bit of stuff to do today. I am getting ready to start doing my embroidery that I couldn't do yesterday. We don't have a ton, but a few jackets and sweatshirts. And it's a logo that we've done before, so nothing too crazy. And I will show you what we're doing. After we do the embroidery, we have a few shirts to print on the heat press, or sweatshirts, I guess. Where is my stuff? And then we will also have, I kind of have a website that I would kind of like to try to get out the door today. I won't have it all the way done. It's just the very beginning of it, so it would just be like a first run spec of it. And they haven't sent me a ton of information for it either, so I'll just get done what I can get done and we'll see. But hopefully we have a productive day. It should be good. Last night I finished this Hey Pumpkin pillow, and I got started on a second one that's orange with white lettering. And also my Walmart order came today with my pillow inserts, so if we have time we can get this one and these two blessed pillows done. We will just see. Crocheting cannot be my priority today, even though I would love for it to be. Also, if you're like looking at my outfits in the coming days and you're wondering, what is this girl wearing? I don't know, what fits? I kind of feel like a little homeless today, but it's comfy and like I said, it fits. While the embroidery machines are working away, I need to cut a little bit of vinyl. The guy that I cut the stencil for a sign, he decided he wants to add a spray gun like we had on his hat design. So he's gonna have to kind of rejigger how the stencil is when he actually paints it, but that's not an issue. And that way he can fit this on without us having to recut all of the vinyl and him having to pay twice, if that makes sense. So I just need to cut this quickly, and then we also have to cut just one little letter U for Surprise Creek Colony, who installed their own, and they did very well except for on one letter. They had a little mix up, so I'm gonna recut that for them as well. Okay, oops, sorry, dear dog, I just stepped on your toe. Are you okay? Our first chunk of embroidery is done for the day. We had just these simple jackets for Lore Farm Co. We had these, and then they all say a name on them as well. And then we also did some that were black that look like this. So I think everything turned out great. I'm gonna leave the cleanup work for Kenzie. And now I have 3 sweatshirts that are these comfort colors, 3 different colors. I'll show you as they're all done. If you noticed in a few vlogs recently, I've been wearing a sweatshirt that says God bless and eat beef, and I had made that quite a long time ago when I first started embroidering, and I sold them at that point, and then I just didn't offer them on the website anymore. I don't know why, because they stopped selling, I guess, but somebody had reached out asking if I could make some more, so they ordered 3 of them. So I am going to get those done right now. They take quite a while to embroider each one. I can't remember what the total time was, but it's a pretty big design. So I think I need to re-save the design onto my flash drive and get them all set up, and I will show you as they are working. I just finished up all 3 of these sweatshirts and I'm so happy with how they turned out. I remembered that these took a long time, but I wasn't remembering they take like an hour each, which is fine, but I'm glad I had 3 machines so I could just get them done lickety split. But we did 3 different colors. I ended up just doing silver thread on all 3 of them, which is how I had my original one done. And I think it looks good on all 3 of them. So this is the first one, just gray. And I kind of love the monochrome gray. And then this is the one, she wanted one that was the same color as mine. So that's how this looks. And then we also did navy, which I really love this color. Here is how this one looks. So I am so happy with all 3 of those. I kind of feel like I need to bring back these sweatshirts. Like, I really love them. So that is all the embroidery that we have for today. I'm just about done with a website spec to send off to somebody. So it's already 3:30. The day has flown by. It feels like the days have been going by really quickly. And I'm very happy with my productivity levels for the day. But I'm gonna hopefully get that website out in the email, sent off to them to look at before I head home for the weekend. That is my goal. And it's a very simple website, but a website's a website. So I'm just gonna quit jibber jabbering and get back to work on that. You guys, I'm cracking up after all of that rigmarole last night over the freaking garbage. I just got an email saying they're not picking up the garbage today because of the snow. I mean, I would have had to go get the garbage can regardless, but I'm just like, all that trouble and now you don't even want the garbage. Whatever. But it seriously has not stopped snowing one time today. It's been like a little bit harder and a little bit lighter, but it has not stopped once. And it's supposed to keep going until tomorrow night. So it's kind of hard to tell how much we actually have because it's kind of melting a little bit and getting packed down, but we've gotten a lot. Here is also just a brief look at the website that we did for Cannon and Excavation that I just sent off. Like I said, it's again a very, very simple website, but I think it's looking great. I need a few things from them and hopefully we'll get it live sooner rather than later. All right, we are home, sweet home, thankfully. I have all my dog chores done for the evening and it is still just snowing away like crazy. The flakes have gotten bigger and better. And honestly, I'm really not minding the snow because, well, for one, I don't have to be out working in it, but for 2, there's no wind with it, so it's just coming straight down very beautifully. So it's a perfect night to be inside and honestly a perfect weekend to be inside because I think I mentioned already that it's supposed to keep snowing all day long tomorrow. So I am very happy to be in for the weekend other than having to go take care of my friend's dogs, which is easy. And yeah, I am very thrilled with how much I got done today. I got all but one thing off of my to-do list, which was printing sweatshirts. And honestly, I kind of forgot about them, but I didn't have time to get them done anyways, so it's not the end of the world. So I just moved that to the list for Monday. Whoa. I moved that to the list for Monday. I got some yarn gathered up to work on this weekend, and we are just going to be home this weekend. I'm going to bring you guys into tomorrow. We are hopefully going to be setting up the new crib, and maybe a few other odds and ends around the house. One thing I do want to do, this is so random, but our shower has like, the water leaves like rust stains in there, so I want to get that all cleaned. And then I also need to remove and recalk a few spots in there as well. So I've had all the stuff to do that, I just haven't done it yet, and it's kind of like one of those things that's been just looming over my head. But once I get it done, it will feel so good to have done. What's happening with, hello camera? What is happening? Okay, that was strange. Anyways, right now, Cole made us ham and bean soup for dinner, which is going to be really good. He did put split peas in there, which he's never done before. I haven't tried it yet. I'm a little skeptical of the split peas, but I'm sure it's going to be great. If all else fails, I can eat 17 cornbread muffins. We are addicted to these. If you're making cornbread, don't even bother trying to make it from scratch, or don't bother buying any other box than this box. This is the best cornbread ever. I think this is the third box of it I've made in like a week and a half. I am making some of that for dinner, and then I'm just gonna, you'd think I'd have the thing memorized by now for how often I've been making this. I'm just gonna make these, and then we're gonna have dinner whenever Cole gets home, and then settle in on the couch and crochet for a while. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good morning, you guys. We are back in from taking care of the dogs. It took quite some time to get my vehicle uncovered. Cole did help me, which was nice because it's like kind of hard to move around out there. He measured this morning right before he left to go out to the ranch at like 7 o'clock. And there, like right at the flat part of our yard where it's not obstructed by anything, we had 20.5 inches of snow. And it's still dumping down, and it's supposed to keep going until like 11 o'clock tonight or something like that. We're gonna have insane amounts if that actually happens. I feel like we're acting like we've never seen snow before, but it's just because there's so much of it, and we haven't had any snow virtually all winter. It has been such a dry winter. So to have all of this snow at one time is a shock to the system. Cole and I were talking about, like, I don't think I can remember one snowstorm up in Chinook when I was little, and I don't know how much snow we actually got. It was a lot, but I don't remember. And Cole was saying, like, he doesn't ever remember getting this much snow down on the lower elevations here ever. So it is crazy, but it is what it is. I had to just plow my way through my friend's driveway. Luckily, they don't have a super long driveway, but it was kind of the time of morning, like it's hard to see the road and the edges of the road. So I just had to say a prayer that I was staying on the gravel, but I made it. So now I am in for a while. I'll have to go out again in the middle of the day and let the dogs out again. But until then, we are just going to do a little bit of crocheting. I'm in the mood to start on the crib. However, I feel like I need to take a break. I was like quite tired after trudging through the snow, and the snow's like coming in your boots, and I don't know, it was just nuts. The whole time I'm walking around, I'm just like, this is stupid. So it is what it is. I'm glad to be inside. I don't even know how the boys are going to feed calves today. They have cows to feed, calves to feed, cows to calve, and I don't know. It's crazy. So I am just working on a hay pumpkin pillow. I just have a few rows left on the back of it, so I'm going to get that done first. And then I have a cow started that is pretty close to done, that has been sitting here for weeks, and I just haven't felt like finishing it. I really don't know why. So hopefully I'll make myself do that today so it's out of the way. Also, I've reached the stage of pregnancy where I can use my stomach as a table. How handy. So I'm going to turn on some Secret Lives of Mormon Wives because I love frying my brain cells. And I'm going to enjoy my coffee and do a little crocheting, and it should be a great day. I am working at an absolute snail's pace today, but I did just finish that cow, and it doesn't matter if I'm working slowly. It's Saturday, so I'm like, just whatever. I'm wasting time on my phone, and this morning I was watching the cameras in the barn. Cole was out feeding and the cows were still in the barn, and I just thought I'll look at the cameras, and I noticed there was one calving, so then I was watching that, and then another one was calving, and I'm not like super confident in knowing, like, watching them and if they're having problems or if they're not having problems or whatever. So then I was like kind of trying to keep him apprised of the situation, but I didn't want to be like bothering him either, because I know he was out like trying to feed with the 17 feet of snow that we have, and I don't think I was bothering him. If I was, too bad. But so that was distracting me and whatever, but I just got the cow done. Like I said, I need to run out and let the dogs out again. Hopefully that is uneventful as far as getting in their driveway. And then when we get back, I think we will put together the crib. So it's a great day. I'm so glad to have been inside for most of it. I wish I didn't have to go out for the dogs, but that is the way she goes. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. Girl, you gotta watch out. Yeah, I don't really need your help with this project, but thanks. We're gonna get this party started. Hopefully I can get it accomplished without Cole's help, but if I have to wait for him, that's fine. But I'd rather just get it done. It's becoming increasingly difficult to bend over. What's the first information on the instructions? I also have a kink in my neck, so if I'm moving weird, that's why. The first thing of the instructions: use 2 people, not 1. Good thing instructions are for losers. Good news, one of my friends just asked if she could come visit, so maybe I'll recruit her to help build the crib. If that's the case, I'm not going to video because I'm too embarrassed, and I'll show you when it's done. Alright, we got it all done. It looks really cute. It's way shorter than I thought it was going to be. Like, the other crib was way taller, and I was picturing a lot taller, but I mean, it's going to work great, and it actually is kind of nice that it's a little shorter so it doesn't feel so giant in the room. But I love the color of it. I think it looks great. It's gonna work perfectly. And it was fun. My friend came over and we just chatted. She's here for the weekend. We chatted and put it all together and caught up, and that was awesome. So now the wind is suddenly howling. Well, not howling, but the wind is blowing the snow around like crazy. It's an absolute whiteout. Miserable. Cole just called me. He was on his way home and somebody was in the ditch. I don't know if he was going to try to help him or what, but he hung up. And I'm dreading going out to the dogs later. I am going to have Cole go with me. But yeah, it is a mess outside. So let me see if I can actually get it to show on camera. Here is our view. It doesn't, well, you can see it blowing pretty good there. So yeah, everything's drifting and is nasty. Luckily the snow is supposed to stop, and hopefully the wind stops too, but we'll see. I hope so. But I really have nothing else to update you guys on for the weekend. I am going to sit back down and keep crocheting on something and just hunker in for the night and hope that the weather evens out a little bit. So I am going to leave you guys here for this week's vlog. If you made it to the end, you're the very best, and I will see you next week. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment, and I hope you have a great week ahead.